Hey guys, welcome back to another video. You also saw the title, you also saw the thumbnail. This is what if Ezekiel returned to World Tour. So, a few notes. This video is inspired by Veg Naj. I don't really know how to say his name, but his channel will be in the comments down below. 2. Stay till the end. This is very entertaining. I made it that way. However, 3. It is still very accurate. There's only one random decision I made. I try to make it non-biased as possible. I even double-checked to make sure I did not add any bias in there. If I did, that's my fault. However, I tried really hard not to, because y'all figure out why. Because when you see how it turns out, so you'll see why. I double checked all that shit. Now let's get started. So now, I see London. It's not on here, but I want to go over it. The only way Ezekiel gets in is if he doesn't get caught in the challenge. So in this version, he does not get caught at all. However, Amazon still does catch Duncan. But this time, Chris says those weren't in the rules, but he allows Duncan back in. So what teams am I going to put them on? This seems obvious, but Ezekiel gets Team Chris. That's fairly obvious, because they didn't catch anyone. However, since Amazon caught Duncan, they get Duncan. So yeah, Team Amazon gets Duncan, Team Chris gets Ezekiel, which changes everything. However, Ezekiel does not look like this. He is half furrow now. He looks like this. This is how I would state how Ezekiel is, like his mental well-being. 1, he cannot talk. However, he is smarter. He still has some human in there. 3, if he had the chance to turn back to normal, I think it's still possible for him to turn back to normal. So keep that in mind. Keep those 3 things in mind. And he is also a bigger challenge there now. Keep that in mind too. So Team Amazon gets first class if you really care. However, there's no elimination. So yeah, keep that in mind. No elimination this episode. That's why it's not on here. Reese's Pieces. Actually, no. I forgot to mention. The kiss does not happen yet because Duncan and Gwen are on the same team as Courtney, so they're more shy about it. Duncan wants to get things on right away, but Gwen is like, nah, yeah, not yet. They both have feelings for each other, but they still don't want to like act on it yet because Courtney's right there waiting. Well, not waiting, but it's a higher chance of them getting caught. So Reese's Pieces. The first major note: Alejandro and Tyler do not get to talk as much off screen. If you remember, in between Reese's Pieces and I See London, it was said by Owen, Alejandro and Tyler talked a lot on the plane. So they were talking, getting to friend each other. But now with Ezekiel and Noah there, that does not happen. Because for one, Noah would not allow that to happen. Noah is smart enough not to let Tyler get close to Alejandro at all. At this point. And then 2, they all have to deal with Ezekiel now because this dude is just going to ape shit. This dude does not know how to handle himself. Like, he has smarts, but he's still, like, feral at the same time. So, yeah. He does not know how to handle himself. So they're all dealing with him. And let's just say they don't get sleep that night. That doesn't really change anything. I'm just saying they don't get any sleep that night. It doesn't really matter. So, challenges. Now, we're on Grace's Pizza, by the way. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, Noah and Alejandro both realize how big of a swing vote Tyler is. So they're both trying to get to Tyler first. So keep that in mind. They're both trying to get to Tyler. So now for the challenges. The first one was wrestling. It was Owen and Tyler. And I'm going to keep that the same. Even though Tyler doesn't owe Alejandro a favor, I'm going to keep Tyler in. And they still win. Owen and Tyler still win. Because Courtney and Sierra still fight each other. And then we have the second part. Duncan versus... Actually, no, I can't do Duncan versus Gwen. Because they're on different teams now. So it's not Duncan versus Gwen. It is now Alejandro versus Gwen. I think Alejandro wins. Alejandro wins the Hunting for Gold challenge. So Alejandro wins. Which means there is no tiebreaker. Which means Team Chris wins automatically. So they get to move on. They don't get eliminated tonight. However, there is elimination because both Duncan and Ezekiel came back, and I had to make that even. So there is elimination in Reese's Pieces. And so this seems fairly obvious on what it's going to be. Courtney and Gwen are still somewhat friends. Even though Courtney's a little bit suspicious of Duncan and Gwen getting together, she's not super suspicious or anything. You just made a comment about it or something. And then Heather is hated by Cody and Gwen. And then Gwen if Gwen hates Heather and she wants to vote him out, Cody will do the same. So far, it's them, Courtney, Duncan, Gwen, and Cody all vote for Heather, and these two, Heather and Sierra, vote for Gwen. However, it's not enough. 4-2, Heather gets eliminated. I know that's sad. Trust me, it's still entertaining, but I know Heather fans. I'm sorry. And that's just how I think it happens. That's how I think it happens. Challenge. All right, challenge number 2. X-Files. There's no notes here. Challenges. Find an alien artifact. Amazon would win because I think they are more focused now. Everyone gets along apart from Sierra. Cody, Gwen, Duncan, and Courtney all get along. Courtney's still like bitchy, but they still get along as a team. Everyone apart from Sierra, and Sierra is still a challenge beast. Meanwhile, Owen, Noah, Alejandro, and Tyler have to deal with Ezekiel. So Team Amazon wins. They get to move on. Move up. So they don't go elimination. However, Team Chris does. And it's fairly obvious. Despite Noah and Alejandro feuding, Owen and Tyler come together. Tyler and Noah. I can't even talk. Tyler and Owen come together and say, Ezekiel needs help. We need to boot this motherfucker. Even though Noah and Alejandro want to get each other, they're both telling him to pause that shit. We need to get Ezekiel out because he needs help. Noah reluctantly agrees first, and then Alejandro follows because he doesn't want to look bad. So Ezekiel gets eliminated because they think he needs help. But he actually gets off the plane this time. They double check Noah, Tyler and Noah double check the plane. Ezekiel is officially off there. He is not hiding anywhere. Ezekiel's bye-bye, and he gets help. Now, does it work? We'll find out later. We don't know if it works yet. So now we're at Picnic at Hanging Dork. The challenge are the teams are tasked to bungee jump off a cliff, grab a sheep, and shear it. 6 teams will have a brand on them. 3 for each team. The winners are Team Chris. Why? Because you'll see. Well, because I think they won in canon, and if they didn't, oh well. It's just a random challenge. It doesn't matter. And if they didn't win in canon, whatever. Whatever. Notes. All right. So Team Chris wins. They're safe from elimination. This is a big note though. After the challenge, Team Chris is all in first class. Sierra and Cody are distracted in the court. Let's just say Sierra's bothering Cody. Fuck, I can't even talk. Courtney's in the confessional. Sierra and Cody are by themselves. So that leaves Duncan and Gwen. This is where the kiss happens, I think. It was bound to happen. They try to hold themselves off for 2 episodes. It does not happen. They start kissing. However, Tyler goes down to use a confessional. And Tyler catches them again. Now, I know that's sort of random. I know. But I want to keep that in. Because I do think it was really entertaining. And it will end with a different outcome this time. Let's just say Tyler wants to leave the drama because he doesn't want to deal with Alejandro and Noah fighting all the time. So he goes down to go do a confessional, and he sees Gwen and Duncan kissing. Tyler goes into panic at the moment he sees it, and he leaves. He runs off. Duncan says he's going to beat him up. Gwen calms Duncan down, but she's also worried that Tyler will talk. So that's what happens. And also, at this point, I also do feel like that Duncan would figure out Alejandro. I'll keep that in note later. He tells Gwen. So keep that in note. He tells Gwen about Alejandro because he figures him out. I feel Duncan is smart enough to figure out Alejandro at this point. And then at this point, Tyler is very flustered. Both Noah and Alejandro notice immediately. They know that he's acting different. However, Tyler does not say anything. He's struggling to keep it a secret. However, he's not as cool with Alejandro, and he's not cool with Noah. He's sort of cool with Owen, but he doesn't want to get involved. He does not want to get involved with drama between Alejandro and Noah. So he tries to be the middleman. He's not telling anyone anything, no matter how badly he wants to. However, he goes to Team Amazon's elimination to watch. So now it's fairly obvious who gets voted out. So Gwen, Sierra, and Courtney vote for Gwen. Gwen, Duncan, and Cody vote for Courtney. Courtney's gone in a 3-2 vote. Now, however, at this elimination, Tyler tries to keep it a secret, but the shame overwhelms him because Courtney's leaving. This is his only chance to tell her. So Tyler runs into the elimination room, and he's about to open his mouth and say what Duncan and Gwen did to Courtney. Duncan, however, does not let this happen. He punches Tyler and knocks the motherfucker out. Tyler is knocked off on the floor before he can say anything to Courtney. And so Courtney is now pissed. Like, she's pissed. She got eliminated. She got eliminated, but now she's double pissed because she knew Tyler was about to say something, and now she doesn't get to hear. She tries to say and try to wake Tyler up. She's slapping him around, trying to wake him up. Duncan is laughing in the corner. Gwen is concerned, but Chris and Chef throw Courtney out of the plane. She does not get to hear what happened between Duncan and Gwen. And now we're at Sweet and Sour. Also, Gwen is half relieved, but half upset because she doesn't want to see Tyler get hurt for her mistakes. So Gwen's still good here. Gwen's not a bad person. She's still good. So Sweet and Sour. Note: both Alejandro and Noah are trying to get Tyler to tell them what happened, but he's keeping his mouth shut now. He does not want to get involved between the drama. And even in canon, he was direct friends with Alejandro, but now since he's getting conflicting info, Noah is telling Tyler how Alejandro is bad, and Alejandro's telling Tyler how Noah is bad, and Owen's on Noah's side, and so Tyler doesn't know what to do. He's fucking going crazy, and Duncan's threatening him still, and so he keeps his mouth shut. He's not talking to anyone on the island or the plane, whatever. So Sweet and Sour, Team Chris, they win in canon, so I think they win again. It doesn't really matter. They win in canon, so I don't think that changes. Even if Duncan's off the team, and even if Tyler's on the team, I don't think that changes. So now this is an obvious elimination. So despite Cody hating, no, Cody doesn't know. My fault. Cody does not know yet. So Cody's done with Sierra. I have this in my notes, and I'm still fucking saying some bullshit. Cody still hates Sierra. Duncan's like, whatever. I don't give a fuck who goes here, as long as it's not Gwen. And Gwen's like, whatever, Cody. I'll help you out. That's what I think would happen. Gwen's tired of Sierra too, so Sierra gets voted out. And now we're at the merge. No, first we gotta do the comeback. And now this was the random choice. It was either going to be Sierra or Courtney. So they're the only ones that can answer the last question. The last question was, what was Duncan's London rock team or whatever? And I think Courtney would know because she was in a relationship with Duncan, and Sierra would know because she's a total drama fanatic. And so this is the random choice. It was 50-50, so I went the more entertaining option, and I went with Courtney. Sorry, Sierra fans, she does not come back. And sorry, Courtney haters, she comes back in. However, I feel like that's more entertaining here. And this is your merge. Noah, Owen, Alejandro, Tyler, Courtney, Gwen, Duncan, and Cody. Let me know if that's better or worse than the original Total Drama merge. I know it doesn't happen exactly in the middle, but I wanted to make the episodes line up. So yeah, this is your merge. Actually, it may line up. I don't know. If it doesn't line up, I don't care. And now we're at Niagara Falls, and now we need to put these people into pairs. Cody and Noah, because I think Chris would find that funny. I know these are random, but like, whatever. I did these for entertainment. Noah and Cody because they kissed, and I know some people would like that shit, so I added it. Oh, these actually worked out fine. Owen and Alejandro, because Alejandro would not get to Owen, but they like have a talk. Tyler and Courtney, and Duncan and Gwen. And now the moment you saw Tyler and Courtney, you should know that Tyler is going to tell her. So now Courtney, I think Courtney would approach Tyler with calmness, like with calm. She would be calm with Tyler because she saw the show. She doesn't know exactly what happened between Duncan and Gwen. However, because it does get mentioned again. However, she does know that Tyler is scared as can be. She's seen it. He's hiding in the corner. He's like keeping his mouth shut. So Courtney goes up to Tyler. She asks him calmly what happened. And Tyler whispers in the ear. Duncan and Gwen kissed. Courtney is fucking pissed. She goes off in the challenge. Tyler's telling her all these directions. She doesn't listen. She just pows through the walls. And then when she gets to the tightrope, Tyler's trying to carry her, but she's fucking wild and she's going all around. And finally, we get to the point where Duncan and Gwen approach Tyler and Courtney on the tightrope. So the second part of the challenge is where they have to go on a tightrope, and then they have to go to customs, or the finish line. So they're walking on a tightrope while we're in Niagara Falls. And then Courtney and Tyler meet Gwen and Duncan. Tyler and Gwen are trying to calm everyone down. Courtney and Duncan are pissed. They are trying to fight each other. Courtney gets the better of Duncan. However, they both throw each other off. Despite Tyler and Gwen trying to calm everyone down, they both throw each other off. So now it's down to Noah and Cody or Owen and Alejandro. I think Owen and Alejandro take this. So these two win immunity. Alejandro and Owen win immunity. So here's how I think the votes would go. Cody votes for Courtney because he wants to say Gwen. Noah votes for Courtney because Noah sees Courtney as a potential Alejandro alliance member, so he doesn't want her in. Owen votes with Noah, and so he votes for Courtney. Alejandro votes for Duncan. Tyler votes for Duncan. Courtney votes for Duncan. And Gwen votes for Courtney. So it is a 5-3 vote. Courtney is gone again. But as Courtney leaves, she tells Tyler, thank you Tyler for telling me you're the only cool one here. Thank you for telling me you're cool. Thank you, blah 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 blah. And then Tyler says, no problem. I don't like cheaters. This makes Duncan pissed, and this makes Gwen upset. So these two, Duncan is especially mad at Tyler now, and Gwen's just upset. She has some shame. Gwen's feeling shame for what she did. And now we're at Chinese fake out. Alejandro and Tyler are both now alone. And Alejandro goes to Tyler. They don't have to team full time. However, they should team up to keep each other safe for right now. Because Alejandro knows Tyler doesn't want to be a commitment in the drama. And since he knows Tyler doesn't want to be in the drama, he's like, okay, whatever, be chill. I'll be chill. You don't have to be in a long-term alliance. However, we need to help each other out to keep each other in. Tyler agrees, and now they're a temporary duo. And now our Chinese fake out. For the first part of the challenge, you have to cross the line. You have to go through the China wall or whatever. And you have to cross the line. I think everyone crosses the line because, well, everyone crosses the line and can apart from Courtney, and Courtney's gone. So, and now we're at the 80 competition. So now I think Owen wins. Owen obviously wins the eating competition. That's fairly obvious. So yeah, that's fucking obvious it's gonna be. So Owen wins immunity. Alejandro and Noah make a deal to take out Duncan. These two make a deal. Alejandro and Noah. Because they both realize if they take each other out, if Alejandro and Noah take each other out, that's going to leave whoever wins eliminated by Gwen, Duncan, and Cody. So they put their issues aside, and they realize that Duncan and Gwen are the big threats here. So Cody votes for Alejandro. Noah votes for Duncan. Owen votes for Duncan. Alejandro votes for Duncan. Tyler votes for Duncan. Duncan votes for Alejandro, and Gwen votes for Alejandro. Duncan's gone. Now, you may say that Noah and Alejandro would never work together. However, I feel like Alejandro and Noah are both smart enough to realize they would get fucked if they take each other out. And so they put their issues aside for one episode, or maybe 2 episodes, just to get rid of the competition, and then they can go at it. And now we're at African Lion Safari. No, this challenge would be different because Ezekiel is not furrowed. He's at home. And so now let's just say they shoot at a random target. They shoot like the plums where they shot at a random target. And I think Alejandro wins again. Just because it's the same as canon. Why change that? No, I think Gwen and Tyler would talk here. Because at this point I feel like Gwen is feeling major shame for what she did with Duncan. And Tyler tells her how he doesn't think Gwen's a bad person. But she still has to apologize to Courtney. Gwen agrees with Tyler. However, the major point is Gwen tells Tyler about Alejandro because Duncan told Gwen about Alejandro, so now Gwen tells Tyler. And so now Tyler knows about Alejandro because of Gwen. So that's a major point here. So Tyler and Gwen are chill. They're chill now. They made up. There's no beef. There never was really beef. But Tyler now knows about Alejandro. So yeah, keep that in mind. So the votes are Cody votes for Noah. Noah votes for Gwen. Owen votes for Gwen. Alejandro votes for Gwen. And Tyler votes for Cody. And Gwen votes for Noah. For the simple reason because I think Tyler would do a throwaway vote now that he's chill with Gwen. It doesn't really matter if he does a throwaway vote or if he votes for Gwen. It doesn't really matter. Gwen would still get eliminated. However, I just think Tyler would do a throwaway vote. It doesn't really matter. So yeah. Now we're at Rapapui. I don't know how to say that. The challenge is put the birds' eggs in the nest. Winner is Alejandro because it's the same as Cannon. No, so Cody is now an insane swing vote. Like once again, a swing vote is person who controls the elimination. So now it's Noah and Owen versus Alejandro and maybe Tyler. We don't know what Tyler's doing yet. And so now Alejandro and Noah are both trying to get Cody on their side. So the votes are Cody votes for Owen because Alejandro got Cody on his side just like in Canon. I don't think that changes. So Alejandro and Cody vote for Owen. Noah and Owen vote for Alejandro, which leaves Tyler. And I think Tyler does another throwaway vote, and he votes for Cody again. He still does not want to get in the drama. He does not want to get involved with Noah or Alejandro. He does not. Even though he knows Alejandro is bad, he still does not want to cross him yet. So he's like, I don't want to get involved. Y'all two can settle this. So, in the tiebreaker, it's Alejandro versus Owen. Owen's gone. You may ask why they voted for Noah. I mean, not Noah, but Owen and not Noah. At this point, smarts do not really matter. Even though Noah is way smarter than Owen, Owen is a way bigger challenge threat. So Alejandro knows it's smarter to get Owen off. At this point, Alejandro thinks it's smarter to get Owen off, and so he does that. He beats Owen in the tiebreaker, and now he's eliminated. And now we're at our drum header. I don't know. No, Tyler is now in a spot where he has to get involved. Noah goes to Tyler, and he tells Tyler they are both absolutely fucked if they don't go after Alejandro and Cody. And after some convincing, Tyler agrees with Noah. And they both realize they now have to go after Alejandro. So now it is Alejandro and Cody versus Noah and Tyler. And the winner of the challenge, in the challenge is find the most oil boxes, and the winner remains the same. It's Alejandro. Alejandro wins. And now I think the votes are Cody votes for Noah. Noah votes for Cody. Alejandro votes for Noah. And Tyler votes for Cody. And now you may be wondering, why would Alejandro not vote for Tyler, even though he backstabbed him? Simple. Tyler has not done good in a single challenge. Noah has. I think Noah would, because Noah is smart enough. Noah is way smarter. He knows how to get around. Even if he's not the most physical person, he is smarter. He is way smarter. And they're both around the same challenge level because Tyler is not really a good challenge person at all. He sort of screwed himself over every challenge. So it ends up being Alejandro versus Noah. The big tie. Actually, no, it's Cody versus Noah, which is the big tiebreaker here. Now, it was really hard to decide who would win this. And I used the original tiebreaker between Gwen and Courtney, and that was feeding koalas with leaves, and you had to use your teeth or something like that. It was very simple. It was a very simple tiebreaker. You just had feed koala leaves, and I think Cody would win because I feel like Cody can run faster and then therefore crawl faster than Noah, which is pretty much all the challenges. You have to crawl faster. We watched the tiebreaker between Gwen and Courtney after the video. Pretty much all you had to do was crawl faster than the other, and then just get your head fucking eaten off by a koala. So that's pretty much all you had to do. I think Noah would lose. So now it's down to Tyler, Alejandro, and Cody. Pretty much the same thing apart from you replace Heller with Tyler, which is not what I intended, but whatever, it worked out like that. And now we're at the aftermath. This is for whoever gets the reward in the last challenge. Well, this is pretty much the same episode, but this is whoever gets third. Ignore that shit. Actually, no, this is not it. I'm fucking tripping. Don't ignore my shit. Ignore what I'm fucking spewing right now. Alright, anyways, aftermath. Here's who I think the supporters would be. Alejandro gets support from Heller and Duncan. And then Cody gets supporters from Trent, Beth, Sierra, and Gwen. And Tyler gets all the rest. Lindsay, Courtney, Katie, Sadie, Harold, Lashana, Ezekiel, Eva, Izzy, Noah, Owen, DJ, and Justin. If you want to argue some of Tyler's supporters should have went to Cody, I'm fine with that. However, I still do think that Tyler would get the most supporters. So it doesn't really matter. So Tyler gets the biggest reward, Cody gets the second reward, and Alejandro gets no reward. So the challengers get to Hawaii first. Despite having no reward, just like in canon, actually not just like in canon, but I feel like Alejandro gets there first. For the simple reason he is not way smarter than Cody, but I feel like he's more powerful than Cody. I think he's a little bit smarter than Cody, or like way smarter than Cody, depending how you see it. So Alejandro gets there first, and he sabotages both of their votes. Despite Cody being his teammate, now all he cares about is winning. So he sabotages Tyler's and Cody's vote, so they get a tie. And now we do the tiebreaker. It's like the Cody versus Alejandro challenge, And I think Cody would still lose this. Tyler is way more physical than Cody, and he would overpower Cody, which means the finale is Alejandro versus Tyler. And this is why I said I checked for any biases, any bullshit like that. That is why I checked. So, this is what we have. Alejandro and Tyler, Cody, Noah, Owen, Gwen, Duncan, Courtney, Sierra, Ezekiel, and Heather. This is the big one. So let me know if you like this better or worse than what we'll put in the comments down below. It helps the engagement, and it gets your idea out there, so it'll help a lot. And let me know if I did this, if I had any inaccuracies. Maybe I messed up the voting. Maybe I should have left Sierra in instead of Courtney. Who knows? I try to make this as best as I could. I try to make it entertaining and also accurate, very accurate. If I did anything wrong, let me know. Leave a like, share, subscribe, all that. Keep tuned for the next video. Let me know if you want to let me do a what if part 2 with some other shit. Leave what if comments. Leave what you wanted me to do with a what if down below. So yeah. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching. And I appreciate all the support in the last videos. So yeah.